I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for watching this video. I want to start first doing a disclaimer. We're still with school off, so you're probably gonna hear some sound as my husband works at home and my son is at home. So I intend to do more videos later with voiceovers as school starts next week, so that is exciting. But I really wanted to show you this. This is actually the second time that I record this because my first recording failed. And I really wanted to put this out there to give you some extra ideas, because sometimes I think we have things that we know in Photoshop, but we somehow don't think about extra ideas how to use them. And it's really my goal with my products for you not to use them one time and archive them. I really want you to take full advantages. I do put my heart and soul in these products for you to have a lot of flexibility with them. And so I hope I help you to do that and create beautiful stuff and have fun with it, because that's the end goal, right? We want to have fun with it. So I have a new set called pattern kit. I want to show you some tips and tricks. As you can see here, I have the PNG of the patterns, and these were all hand drawn by me, and they are all seamless patterns, which means that they can go infinitely in size or decrease the size, and you're not going to have any issues. I also include a pattern file, so I want to give you extra ideas how to use the pattern file. I think you are more used to use the PNG files, and that's okay. I just want to give you an extra ideas that I actually prefer to use the pattern files, and that's why I included them. So let's get it started. I have here a 10 by 10 open, and I have some papers here, as you can see, from my winter is coming collection. I wanted to first start, when you have this pattern file, you can double click if you have Photoshop CC, and it's gonna load for you. If that doesn't happen, what you do is you go here to the pattern and clone tool, and you open the pattern here, and you go to this gear and you put import patterns, and then they're gonna come here. Okay, so I have here the patterns, and now let's get it started. So first let's do the basics here. So we go to adjustment layer, pattern, and you already choose one there, and you can see here it is, and you can see because I have the sweep on top. So we're gonna clip that. And actually, before I show you that, let me just show you why I like the pattern tool. Because here, when you double click and you open this here, I can actually change and give it an angle. I can make the pattern smaller. I can make the pattern bigger. You can do some fun stuff with it. So I clip the paper here, and there are many things we can do with it. We can use a blend mode here with the pattern to layer. I wanted to look that the pattern tool comes with a mask, which is great, because I can now come here. This is my mixed media pattern, mixed media brush, dynamic brush. I can tap here on the mask and make it smaller, and we can remove. My brushes are pressure sensitive, so because I am brushing it really lightly, you see that it doesn't remove completely. If we're using a mouse, I would reduce the opacity if you want to you want to delete, but you don't want to completely delete. So let me change it to another one. So this one removes more. Okay. So that is one of the things that I love, that it comes with this mask already and you can work with it. Another thing we can do is you have your, of course, mix things. So you have your another paper here. I'm going to put another pattern. So let me put more you can see, because it came wrong. There we go. Let me change it maybe to this one. Yeah, this one, then I can clip a normal color layer. Okay, and you can see there, and you can go ahead and, you know, use a blend mode, right? If you want, you can bring this other one here, and you can have a mix of, you know, papers. And the same thing, if you don't want the pattern all this way, you can come here and mask. Okay, also what you can do in this mask, you can come here to the gradient tool. Let's do the classic gradient, basics. I want black to transparent. Okay, and in the mask now we're gonna go, oops, we're gonna go, see my mouse here at the top, I'm gonna go all the way down, and this way we bring a gradient here to the pattern. Okay, and let's take a look here at this layer mask. You can see the gradient there. Okay, another thing, because I provide the pattern file here, okay, you can use that with pattern brushes, which I love, and I have some pattern brushes in some of my sets, and they do work on Photoshop Elements. I have a video on that, but I'm not sure if Photoshop Elements has Impressionist. I don't remember quite right now, but you can try with my tutorial here and see. Okay, so because they are black and white, because let me show you here. So if you have a pattern brush, in this mixed media I have one. Okay, so I'm in the pattern brush right now, and on the mixed media patterns I have these patterns that came with it. So I'm gonna get this pinky here, and if you put the Impressionist here, if you check that, I'll make it smaller, and then it's gonna paint and transform that pattern, okay, to a cool effect. That's fine. But our patterns are black and white, right? So if you do that with a black and white pattern, if I put one of the patterns here, it's gonna become black and white, which is fun as well, and that for sure has uses for us. But I just want to show you here something else. I should have put this in a new layer, because now I have to undo all this. Okay, so we're gonna uncheck this Impressionist here, and then let's put a new layer and do the same thing, uncheck Impressionist, and brush, and I can even bring another one, maybe this, and I'll make my brush a little bit with less opacity, right? Okay, and now I can clip that. So we have this cool effect here. You can go ahead also and use blend modes, so you have a unique paper here for you. So I hope that was helpful. So many ways you can use this pattern, especially the pattern brush tool and the pattern files here with the clone tool. So I hope you enjoy, and I see you next time.